Okay, unfortunately we're out of time, and I apologize if we didn't get to your name. Come back when Mr. Space is here. We're going to give each one of the candidates 1 minute for wrap, and we'll start with Ron. Yeah.
Well, thanks so much to everyone who came out tonight to help make this event successful. Once again, how many minutes do we have on this? 1 minute. Yeah, we'll be brief. I'm a candidate who has been in Columbus, who has fought the establishment. I have fought the establishment in elections. I have fought them in the legislature. When they want, like I said, I'm under Republican rule. Whether it's Democrat or Republican rule is immaterial to me. If we're not going to be uphold to our Constitution, if we are going to do anything other than promote the free market, lower taxes, less regulation, our platform, the platform of the Republican Party that is not endorsed by the party establishment, I'm the candidate of the party platform and not the establishment, and certainly appreciate your vote.
A lot of people ask me who I am. I tell them 3 things. I'm a Christian, conservative, capitalist. See, I believe we need to end abortion in this nation. I will not leave my morals at the door when I go to Washington. I am a conservative. I believe in the limits placed on the federal government by the Constitution, and we must stick to those. And I'm a capitalist. I've been in business management for over 20 years, and with the economy the way it is, to me it just makes sense to send somebody to Washington with business experience and not a politician and not a lawyer or even a pastor. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, whether you're running your household or you're running your business like I do and write paychecks, when you're doing that, you have limited resources. And when you're looking at a campaign, every campaign has 3 resources and 3 resources only: time, money, and people. We've already talked about which candidate has the most money and why tonight. You need to be looking at who has the time and the people, because that is the answer in November. Zach Space has got the big war chest. We need to have the candidate who's going to outwork him, who's put the miles on their car, who's out meeting with the people, who's out in the counties getting the work done today. Not who's saying they're going to do it tomorrow, who's getting it done. Who's organized the people, who has people on the ground, knocking doors, making phone calls. Because what we learned from Barack Obama is this: Hillary Clinton had the name ID, she had the money, and Barack Obama won because everywhere he went, he said, can you call 10 friends? Can you text 10 friends? Can you email 10 friends? Can you ask 10 friends to send me $100? Ladies and gentlemen, you the people not only vote, you the people are the boots on the ground. You can beat money every time.
First of all, I want to thank you again for coming out tonight and for being informed and interested in this race. I also want you to know, and I want to say this in front of the other candidates, that they're all good people. I think highly of all of them. Any one of them would represent our district better than what is being represented right now. When I speak to you from my heart. I don't have notebooks up here. My heart's open. I'm concerned about the future of our country. I'm not a career politician. I've never been elected to public office in my life. I've been a cabinet official. I've been confirmed 5 times for the Ohio Senate, once by the U.S. Senate. I've had the FBI background checks. I've done all that. I've had a box seat to see government. I've had battles with people, like Betty Montgomery. But Betty Montgomery will tell you that if she had to pick one person to be in a foxhole with her, she would pick me. I'm the only candidate in the race with cabinet level executive experience, the only one with foreign policy experience, the only one with national security experience, and it would be a high honor for me to represent you in the U.S. Congress.
I also concur with Betty that if I had to pick one person to be in the foxhole with me, it would be Fred. I don't feel like I deserve this, like some of the other candidates do. And I don't feel like I've earned the right to be your representative from the perspective that I did enough. I put enough miles on my car. I've talked to enough people. I've talked to a lot of people. You know, what are we doing? Oh, I put 80,000 miles on my car. I'm going to be the best representative. We've got to stop thinking like this. We've all driven all over this district. You need to pick who is going to represent the people the best. This is supposed to be the house of the people. Of the people. People want to say I'm disqualified. If you're going to disqualify me because of my 20-year history, you have to disqualify a good number of the Founding Fathers. I'm qualified. And I'm more than qualified to go with integrity and to fight every day, not for myself, but for you. I don't even want to go to Washington. I feel like I have to go. Isn't that the kind of representation you want?
You know, one of the raps I get is, boy, Coach, you're so harsh. You're a rip them up, tear them up kind of guy. Do you have a softer side? You know, folks, I could line up rows and rows and rows of football players who would walk through that door that would tell you the stories of the impact that we had on their lives with the Velvet Hand. I have a wife and 3 daughters, or 2 daughters and a dog, and I mean, you don't do what I've done without being able to love people. I love people. But we're at war. And I'm a wedge buster. When that ball's kicked off in the new Congress, I'm going to run down that field and I'm going to be a wedge buster and I'm going to knock down a lot of tables in Washington, D.C. And I believe we live in a time when we need a wedge buster, somebody who will go make a difference. And I bet you this, if I get elected to Congress, if you guys elect me to Congress, I bet both sides of the aisle will know that I'm there.